What's going on, guys? It's the first haul of the new year that I've done, and I'm pretty much up to date except this week's comics just because they were late coming in, so I haven't had a chance to go pick them up. It's Saturday now. They just showed up. This morning, so I will pick them up and then I will show them to you as always. But I always say I have a massive, this might be the biggest haul video I've ever done. I got lots of like DVDs and stuff, some toys, key issue that I've been looking for, a book, and a big stack of comics, some pretty much from the week of Christmas to this last thing, as well as a bunch of back issues. One of the comic book stores I go to did a 50% off deal on, sorry, my thumb, it's itching. I'm like a crack addict. Anyway, yeah, they're doing a 50% off all back issues, so picked up some good runs on stuff that I collect that I needed, and a couple random ones just for other series that when I see them cheap, I pick them up. So I'll start with like the stuff. I'm just going to kind of do it because I literally, this whole end of the table is all piled in. Oh, I have something up here that I also have to add. So I'll show this one first so I can put it back up. So basically, a couple months ago, I showed at our dollar stores in Canada, they did a thing with Marvel where they put out like puffy headphones, and they've had like Iron Man in. I was gonna buy them all, but every time I'd see them and I'd be like, oh, I'll pick them up when I come back. I don't know why, I just never felt the urge, and they were always gone. So I missed Thor, I missed Iron Man. They had Captain America. That's the pair I showed that I bought a couple months ago, and what I've been waiting for. The glare, sorry. Hulk. They're Hulk headphones. I only paid $3 for them. And what's crazy is I remember like traveling, and I've like quickly bought headphones like from a dollar store because I just want a throwaway pair, and they're always horrible. Horrible sound. I mean, they're like $1, $2, $3 headphones. These ones actually sound really good. My Captain America ones are awesome. So, try to get without the glare. Yeah, it's pretty. As you know, I'm like Mr. Hulk, so I had to pick them up. I didn't take them out. I'll probably take them out of the package once my Captain America ones get used up. Then the next thing was a book. I showed this in my Christmas haul. My wife had got it for me. I'm really big fan of David Moody. He does like a post-apocalyptic series called Hater. I did a big thing about it in one of my videos. She had got Them or Us, which is it's a trilogy, and that's the last book. And I happened to just be digging around, and I found the hardcover to it. So I was pretty pumped about that. And I only paid like $5 for it. It was a last copy sale. It was the last copy they had. So I'm pumped about that. And then my big book is holding this iPad up. But I picked up the previews as always. I've already gone through it. I already went to the shop, have everything pulled. This is the first time in a long time that I think I only had 2 ongoings I pulled. Did I? Yeah. And like, I had a lot of one-shots, but there wasn't a lot that interested me. I know I pulled the new Ghost Rider and the new Moon Knight, and I think that was about it. The rest of the stuff was like the Revolutionary War one-shots, because I'm pulling all those, and I'm trying to think what else. One that, like a big, like, platinum selling, like, legendary band, not just band, but Canadian band, Rush. They have a comic coming out called Clockwork Angels, so I'm pulling that. It's a mini-series, so there's that as well. So I'll show you some blind box stuff I got. This is just like, I collect these whenever I stop at the dollar store. They always have these. I didn't have him before. So it's Green Goblin on his little air thing with his, I call it basketball pumpkin. It looks like someone drew a basketball in his hand and they're like, you know that's supposed to be a pumpkin, right? So I got that. Just go up on the shelf here. And then I got some HeroClix stuff. I bought 3 Man of Steel blind box HeroClix, just individual figures, and an Iron Man 3 one. I'm done with the Man of Steel one. All I want is like Zod or Mr. Man of Steel Superman, and I keep getting like the shitty common ones. So I just have this like stack of common ones. I don't want them. I don't need them. So to start it, I'm trying to. My cards are in there. What is this? This is, I think this is the Rebel. So this is just a Krypton Rebel. I already have him. And then a Krypton Scientist, which I also already have. And then a Krypton Warrior. That one's kind of cool. I didn't have that before, but it's not like an uncommon or anything. I haven't taken him out of the package yet. And then the Iron Man one was cool. It's Iron Man in his Mach 7 outfit. So, I like that. With his face clenched, ready for battle. So that's what I got. And then next, let's do the DVDs. I always show this stuff, because, you know, most of you guys that collect comics like me, also, you know, have a pretty mean DVD collection. So, I'm organize them like this. So these are actual just DVDs. And then, hallelujah, I've converted, and I got a stack of Blu-rays. Because I'm, like, that behind in technology. I don't watch a lot, like, I have Netflix and stuff, so I go to the theater, so I don't watch a lot of stuff at home. And I'm one of those, like, old school guys that, like, I still have boxes and boxes of VHS tapes. Hated when I had to convert to DVD, and now that I've, like, hundreds of DVDs, I didn't want to convert to Blu-rays. I'm like, I have all this money invested in DVDs, but finally, I sucked it up. Literally, when I'm done shooting this video, I'm going downstairs, I just bought a Blu-ray player, so I gotta hook it up. Then I can watch things like my Man of Steel DVD I showed you last fall. Anyway, I will show you the DVDs. And there's only like one comic book one, I think, that I bought, but they're still interesting. The Big Lebowski. They're on sale, so I picked them up. I already opened them. I cannot say no to The Big Lebowski. Then this one me and my wife haven't seen, but it won like a bunch of awards, and the little girl in it, like, is like the youngest nominee ever for an Oscar. It's Beasts of the Southern Wild. So I'm pretty pumped to see that. And then this is a movie I love. My woman hasn't seen it, so I bought it. 7 Psychopaths. And then I'm not gonna do what most guys you think would do and lie and say, oh, I bought this for my woman. I bought this for me. I got a copy of Mean Girls because this movie is tough. You have to have a beard like this and be a real man to appreciate Mean Girls, I think. And then the only comic book one, and I got this cheap, it's the only reason I bought it and I didn't have it, was Elektra. Because that was a great movie. We'll set these here, that works. And then the Blu-rays, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which my wife really likes the book, and I've never read the book, but I really like the movie. And then this still has tags on it. I got these for $5. How could I say no? American History X, like one of my favorite movies. So good, so good. Another really good movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. I love that movie as well. Also another book. And then this I saw on Netflix recently. I actually opened this one. And oh, it's up there. I love this movie. Everything Must Go, Will Ferrell. A lot of people have never heard of this, I find. It's Will Ferrell. It's like a dark comedy. It's kind of a serious role for him, and it's just basically about like midlife crisis, and such a good movie. So that's what I got for movies, and then we're gonna get into the comics, and then the last thing, because at the bottom of the comic pile is a big old book. So I actually show the key issue I got. If you remember, I had the Kingdom in one of these holders that I put on my wall. I took the Kingdom out. I'm going to put it in another one, but I wanted to put this up. And I've also bought 2 copies. This copy had a imperfection on it, so this is the one that goes in here. The other one's like mint, so I bagged that and it's put away. But I was on cloud 7 when I got this, because I've been looking for it and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm really lazy when it comes to buying stuff online. I don't really like to do it. I like to go in the shops and find it. So I was just kind of waiting, and then finally I went into the shop that I do my pull at, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we knew you collected this, and look what we have." So that is the issue number 1 of Alpha Flight. There, try to get the least glare. So I got this hanging up on my wall over there. I'm actually going to do one of my next videos before I release the first part of the collection video. I'm going to do, like, I don't have a huge room, but just a room tour to show you, because I have a lot of stuff, like, up and around that you guys have never seen. So, show you. But yeah, Alpha Flight number 1. I got 2 copies of it, and paid a very decent price for it. Not that it was expensive. Like, if you look this up on, like, Comic Book Realm, like, I think it's only worth, like, $3 right now. But I did not pay $3 for each of them. And I was excited to get this. This might not be exciting to some people, but everyone knows when you see my stuff, I have my biggest part of my collection next to Hulk is Alpha Flight. And this was a key issue that I was missing from Alpha Flight. So I'm excited to have it. So, the stack is real. That is the stack. So it starts with, like, the newer comics. They're not in any order. And then I do have them in order for the back issues. So, actually, you know what? This is what I'm going to do so I can put this back like it was. I'm going to show you the book first that I got on sale. It was actually a pretty expensive book. I think it was like $30, and I got it for $10. But I got this hardcover Man of Steel book. It's pretty nice. It's like gorgeous, like, you know, it's just artwork and stuff from the movie. It's just like, I'm trying to think how to explain it. So, you know, it just says, like, inside the legendary world of Superman. And it's basically just, like, telling you about Superman with, like, amazing drawn artwork. From the storyboards and stuff, and just showing you how they did the casting and stuff like that. So I picked that up. Everybody knows I've grown my love of Superman, so it's only right we start off with this. So I like how you can see what I'm going to show you. So I can't really prevent that. So we have Superman Unchained, issue number 5. It's got the tab open, which means I have not read it. So, Superman Unchained number 5. I can't tell you if I like it or not. Then we have issue number 1, the new Twilight Zone book. I'm pretty excited. I love the old show. So, I'm pretty excited to read this and see how they do. Then we have issue number 1. It's written by the guy that wrote Fables. It's called Legendary, steampunk adventure. Everyone knows I'm all about my steampunk. So this isn't for everybody, but I'm excited to read that. And then this book's always good, so I don't even have to read it yet to know it's good. And it's got my boy on the cover. Issue number 13, New Avengers Inhumanity tie-in. I love that cover. Black Bolt. Another new miniseries I'm picking up, Dark Horse. Bad Blood. Cool concept about, like, a high school kid, and there's, like, vampires, and he learns that when vampires bite him, it like kills them because his blood. There's something wrong with his blood. So it's pretty cool. And then we have issue number 3 of 4, Damian, Son of Batman. Great cover. Been really liking this miniseries. I don't know a lot about Damian. I jumped on Batman late. So, you know, I jumped on it like issue 20 or 21. So, yeah. Pumped to read that, though. It's been a good miniseries. And this is like the make it or break for me. The guy at my shop told me I'd really like it. So, sorry, there's like dirt in it or something. He said I'd like this because I said if this issue is not good, I'm dropping this book. I'm sick of this book. Hasn't been very good. He told me, listen, it's funny, but, you know, and it's silly, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was the best issue so far. And that's Guardians of the Galaxy's issue number 10. So we'll see. And then we have issue number 4 of Death Sentence. This is just an amazing book. The artwork, it's written, concept is just original, and it's awesome. Awesome. Then we have the Superior Foes of Spider-Man, number 7. Another great book, and that is a great cover. I think that's my favorite cover they've done on this. Love it. And then this is the second last issue before, number 8 is the last issue before, and then it's canceled. But this is issue number 7, The Green Team, Teen Trillionaires. Say that 10 times fast. Sad. I like that book. Then we have cover A for issue number 5, Grim Fairy Tales Present Oz. It's a good book. I've decided to go trade with all the Zenescope, so this is the... Actually, I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. I'm pulling the Oz titles, but I don't pull any other Grim Fairy Tales now. The rest, I'm picking up in trades. The Oz, I'm a sucker for Oz stuff, so... Which is weird, because I never liked Wizard of Oz as a kid. I didn't see the movie till I was like a teenager. Didn't really like any of it. Never appealed to me. And now I just find as I'm older, I don't know. I guess I like Oz. Some people are like, oh, you just like the Grim Fairy Tales one, because like the girls dress scandalous. I swear that's not it. I promise. And then we have issue number 4, Forever Evils, came out on the week of Christmas. I don't pull it, I just pick it up. Because it's one of those books that the shops order way too many of anyway, so I know it's going to be there. So, that is one. And then one of these is like issue that I'd missed, and then the new issue. So, Hellraiser, The Dark Watch, issue number 10. I'd forgot that it came out, and then the shop I do my pull list at, this is another one I don't pull, I just pick up. The shop I do my pull list at, I was pulling this book, and then they weren't getting me, they kept forgetting to pull it, so I canceled it and said I can get it at the other shop, because he brings in like 2 or 3 copies, because there's a couple people that read it. So, by the time I remembered this came out, I got down there and he was sold out, but he got me an issue, so thank you. And then issue number 11, which is the newest issue. So that's it for the new comics, and then we still have this pile of old comics. Maybe old, but they're good. So I'm going to start with the, I got 3 just kind of not random, I collect all these series, but just random for this group, and then the rest are like runs that I picked up. So I finished this off, The Kingdom, issue number 2. I only paid like 50 cents for this, and it's in mint condition, so I love it. I have the first appearance of Magog, and I always tell people, that's my favorite character, favorite DC character. He got me really into DC, so, like, I had read Batman, I'd read a bunch of DC, and I was like, yeah, it's alright, and then I read Magog. It's a shame they don't do anything with him, like, I really enjoy him, I have his series, like, oh, so good. And then I picked this up for 50 cents, so I can't really complain. I didn't notice the mark on it until I brought it home. It's issue 425 of Captain America. And it has the a line through the barcode. And I didn't notice that, but that's alright. But this is nice. This is like the foil cover, so it's all like popped out. Love the cover, and I love Captain America, so... And then to go with the Hulk collection, issue 3 of 5 of World War Hulk, another great cover. Greg Pak's amazing. So, excited to have that. And then this is probably the biggest run I bought, which is obviously Alpha Flight. I said, alright, I'm going to do some damage. So I'm going in and I'm buying some cheap Alpha Flights. Trying to think where it ends. I got like that much Alpha Flight, like I think there's like 10 here or so, and I paid about $10 maybe for them. Yeah, they were all priced at about $2 or $3, and they were 50% off. So I paid about $1 an issue, but they're all in mint condition. So this is the only one I didn't get at the shop that's doing the sale. I actually got this at the shop that pulls, that got me the issue number 1. He had this too, and I was missing this. So I have issue number 3. And then the rest of these I got for 50% off. I got issue number 10. And that's the first printing, issue number 10. There's a second printing of that. That is the first one. These all are first printings of it. Then issue number, we do a jump there, issue number 28. Love the covers for these. The guy does the covers, I always forget his name, Meg. Well, a lot of them are different, but I can't even read his handwriting. I'll have to look it up, I always forget his name. I always remember it and then I forget, but I always love the covers on these. And then I have issue number 34. Then we have issue 51. Love that cover. This cover, it's one of my favorite covers of the whole thing other than issue number 1. Issue number 78, guest starring Doctor Strange. Then we have issue number 80, great cover too. Scorpion making a little appearance there. This is doesn't have the barcodes, it's the direct edition? Yeah, direct edition. And then issue 82, and this was part 2 of Mutants in Asgard. So we got little Asgard action going on there. And then the last issue I got was issue number 84. I love that cover too. Vindicator going on there. Action. And then this was 2 I picked up. I just recently picked up my first of this issue. Like my first couple issues of it. It's a character I've always been interested in. I don't read his current stuff, but it's something that I think the comics are going to get pricier as the time goes, and I don't buy them for like monetary gain. I want to have the books so I can read them, and I like having them in single issues. I'll probably buy the trade as well, but it's nice to have the single issues to be cool, I guess. So I got issue 302 of Daredevil. Great covers, great covers. You can't complain about those covers. And issue number 303. And I got those for like 50 cents and they're in mint condition. So I can't complain about that. These were 2 of my other happier finds. I paid 50 cents a pop for these, and these are like in near mint condition. Like they're up there. Like there's probably maybe like a 9.4, little less maybe, but not much. Which is great because I picked this up for 50 cents. It's a first printing, and I looked it up, and like both these books, like this one was worth $10, and this one was worth like $6. So it was nice to have them in the collection, because I probably wouldn't pay that much for them. But that is the issue number 1 for Star Trek, the DC comic. So not February 1984. This comic's stayed in pretty good condition for being that old. And then we have issue number 2. I have a couple of the later ones. I have a lot. I have some volume 2s and some more volume 1s, so this was just adding to it. Most of my Star Trek collection is Next Generation, because that's like my favorite Star Trek. And I have a huge Next Generation run that I gotta finish up. And then this is another comic that I'm very close to finishing the run, so this was some volume 2 stuff that I didn't have. A couple like of them are like white covered ones, and there's like a little dirt on the edges of them, but it's not a big deal. Like I said, it's not something I'm not selling them anytime soon. Like, it's from what having. I'm a completist. I like to have it, so I love this cover. Issue number 20, volume 2, Rebels. Issue number 21 of Rebels. Issue number 22 of Rebels. Issue number 23, I love the cover with Jon Stewart there. And issue number 24. So, yeah, and look, other than that, they're in good condition. The corners are good and everything. So, like I said, I don't really care much about that, so. And then these was just 3 issues I found. Like, all these books I'm showing you now, pretty much I paid 50 cents for. I read the trade of this. I posted on my Twitter and my Facebook and everything that this is literally, like, my favorite book I've ever read. And I wasn't looking for them. They were just in a dollar bin that was 50% off, so it was 50 cents. I was like, single issues, I must have them. So I got, oh my god, the covers, so good, so good. I'm actually in the process of buying some posters for my room, like some artwork from these. So issue number 3 of Justice. Issue number 6 of Justice. Issue number 8 of Justice. And that's all I got for Justice. These next ones weren't 50 cents, but I paid no more than a dollar for them. So, I'm pretty much almost done my, my volume 1 run. So this is issue number 4 of Captain Canuck. This is the 3rd printing. I wish. I'm steadily looking for the 1st and 2nd printing. They were in black and white. The 1st printing of this, they made only 100 copies, and they were all signed by the creator. And then the 2nd printing, which I'm really interested in, they only printed 15 copies ever of it. Like, the 2nd printing only did 15 copies, and he signed all of them as well. And the 1st and 2nd printings all come with certificates, but like no one's selling them. I'm hoping that I will be able to find one in my lifetime. But that is the 3rd printing, so that's like the colored mass market printing. And then I got issue number 6. I love it, like a painted cover. And then we have issue number 14. Love that one as well. Yeah, and that, so that concludes everything I got. Thank you for watching. If you watched this all the way through, I'm hitting 30 minutes. I told you it was going to be big. I knew it was going to be long. But that's what happens when you get a 50% off sale. So like I said, lots of new videos coming this year. You're finally going to get to see my whole collection. You're going to get a room tour. I got subscribers, shout out coming. Lots of good stuff. So keep it locked as always. 2 times turn up. Hope your 2014 is going good.